Hello, my name is Cal Everett, the President and CEO of Liberty Gold. Liberty Gold is fully focused on the Great Basin of the United States, exploring Carlin-style sedimentary-hosted oxide gold systems with our primary focus on the BLACKPINE and Goldstrike projects. I will be making forward-looking statements, and please read on our website the technical disclosure details. The company has been restructured over the last 4 years to focus in the United States for oxide gold. Our principal projects are BLACKPINE in southern Idaho, where we own 100%, the Goldstrike project in southwest Utah, where we own and control 100%. We have a third project left in Turkey called the TV Tower project, and we have managed the process of divesting subsidiary assets to improve our balance sheet and explore with minimal dilution. This is the board of directors and management teams. I bring your attention to Mark O'Day, the chairman of the board, and Moira Smith, our VP of Exploration and Geoscience, who is responsible for the selection of all the projects that are within this company. Under ESG governance, Liberty Gold has selected these projects based on their locations, and we ensure that everything is restrictive in terms of location of the projects, no timber values, endangered animals, fish anywhere near these projects. Both have been fully reclaimed. We carry no environmental liabilities in either of the two projects. We have an active COVID-19 approach to the company, which I welcome you to go to our website and see our discrete protocols, which are unbending with ourselves and with our contractors. We also are committed to good governance, with over half of our company represented by females to males at a proportion greater than male. Capital structure, there are 247 million shares outstanding. Market cap currently stands at approximately 550 million Canadian. In our treasury, approximately 18 million Canadian, with more inflow of capital from project divestitures. Ownership structure, institutions own over 45% of the company, with most of that ownership by US-based resource gold funds. Management and insiders at 6.8%, and Newmont has a residual ownership position in the company at 5.6%. Over the last year, we've been focused on a management level of bending out and projects which weren't material to our core directive, which is to explore for oxide-hosted gold systems. We've monetized 5 assets with an aggregate value of $40.7 million. The last asset to be sold was the Halilab porphyry copper deposit in Turkey, of which we have been paid $10 million US, and we have 2 subsequent payments pending of $6 million US on August 15th, 21 and 22. So of our original 8 projects, we're now down to 3. The company is simplified. We also have approximately $20 million of in-the-money warrants that will come into the company. With cash in treasury now and future payments that are pending, that we would hope to end this year with the same amount of cash in our treasury, with another $15 million US pending next year. This is the location of the 2 projects, BLACKPINE in southern Idaho and the Goldstrike deposit in southwest Utah. These are both past producing oxide run-of-mine heap leach gold mines. This is just a quick slide just to show how run-of-mine operations are currently operating in the Great Basin. So the average resource grade, excluding Long Canyon, our predecessor company's discovery, is approximately 0.53 grams per ton. And the average gold recovery is 70.3%. Liberty owns 100% of the Goldstrike project. It's got an average grade of 0.5 grams, but a higher recovery of 78%. And the new, substantially larger BLACKPINE discovery, as it stands, looks like it's going to be mostly run-of-mine and partially crush. And you can see our reported recoveries at approximately 80%, which are at the highest level. We purchased the project, BLACKPINE, in 4 years ago for approximately $1 million US. And then it took 2 years to figure out the projects, redigitize the historical data, and come up with a new exploration plan on BLACKPINE. And we were successful in intersecting a major oxide gold system in our first drill hole. This is a land position. We control over 50 square kilometers in the district. We have all the land that we need. The overall target size is 14 square kilometers as shown by the red dots on this map, which are historical drill holes that carry above 0.2 gram oxide cutoff grades. At this point, we've drilled approximately 10% of our overall target. This cartoon is taken from a distance of 10 miles from Interstate Highway 84. The red dashed area covers 11.8 square kilometers, which is approximately the southern 60% of the overall target. That's where our exploration efforts are. And so far, we've defined 3 discovery areas in yellow, green, and blue. And you can see the distances between intercepts to the range front of 3 kilometers, where you get high-grade oxide to the new F-zone discovery. And it's a really massive oxide gold system. You can see the property has been burnt. There are no timber values. The project's taken from the dry part of the Great Salt Lake. And in simplicity, the oxide gold system is hosted by the green, purple, and blue silty carbonate rocks, and the yellow rocks at the top and the brown rocks at the bottom do not carry any gold, and that is a 400-meter thick sequence of receptive rocks for gold mineralization. This is a plan view looking from due north, and you can see the areas we're working on. There's 9 or 10 targets on here in red stars. We've drilled 6 of them, and we've got 6 discoveries. And you can see all the historical pits where they pulled 660,000 ounces out of. We now believe this is all one large regional gold system. And the light green rocks are new ground under permit application. This is a metallurgy. From our first metallurgy on June 15th, we had weighted average of 78.9% gold extraction from bulk tonnage samples taken from the pit walls. We also did column tests and got 82.1% recoveries. And the next slide tells the whole story. We get approximately 82% gold extraction, which is our cash flow from any mining operation within 10 days. This is a plan map showing what we're trying to pit constrain by Q2 next year, the blue, green, and yellow areas. And you can see all the oxide gold mineralization, which has not yet been drilled in sufficient density to draw it within the limits of where we're trying to start the initial pit constraint design. And this is an important slide. The upper long section is 1988 of what Noranda sold to Pegasus Mines. We purchased the middle long section after Pegasus took out the A pit and the B pit, and for scale, they took out 300,000 ounces out of those 2 pits. And our reinterpretation of that the high-grade oxide was below where they're mining is shown below with a massive amount of drilling. And you can see all these purple areas. Those are above 1 gram of high-grade oxide. So this is a 2 kilometer long section, and this tells you the scale of what we're dealing with at BLACKPINE.
Cal, you have 2 minutes left.
This is another section on the new D3 discovery, and we're drilling into a new area below the purple dolomitic rocks, and you can see the pullouts from 3 drills that are approximately 500 meters apart, and the thicknesses and high-grade oxide. These are a multiple of grade range of what's being mined in the Great Basin today, and it just gives you a sense of the scale of how big this discovery is. We're going to telescope out again. Now this is 2.5 square kilometers. So our targets are the greenish rocks above the purple dolomites and the blue rocks, which are the same rock type, and how that massive area of that blue color-coded decalcified siltstone covers about 5 square kilometers, which has not been drilled as yet. And this is the last slide. And what the scientists have done is pancake all the drilling together into one line going from northwest to southeast, and you can see in the section how all the gold follows topography. It is within reach of a diamond drill or an RC drill rig, and it's got massive scale to this because we're effectively compressing in the core area approximately 3 kilometers by 3 kilometers of oxide gold together to show how much gold is left behind. in this, this large gold system. And thank you for your time. And if you have any questions at all, please contact us. Thank you.